Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone that teach this truth. But I believe through the scripture, line up the prophecy is 100% of the truth. Your brother Malakama is doing a walk and talk on pretty much current events, things that's going on in this world that's related to the Bible and end time prophecy. And there's a lot of things that's going on, man. A lot of parts are being moved, man, and a lot of pieces on the chessboard, a lot of pawns are being moved. It's setting up for the big, for these big events that are about to happen. You see the thing going on with the different wars that's going on and spoken about. Them going after the internet, they trying to put checks on the internet, and reason being because this truth is going out. They can't manipulate and misinform the people through their propaganda, man, through the TV stations that they have full control of. But this internet, they don't have control of, and so a lot of the truth is going out, and mainly through the brothers, the apostles and brothers of GMS, man. And this truth is going out all over the four corners of the world, man. And not just through them, but a lot of these so-called truthsayers, man. They put stuff out that's going against their agenda, and so they're trying to curtail that by putting checks and balances on the internet. Eventually, they're probably going to try to shut it down, for the period of time till they get control of their agenda and what they want to do. And then once they bring it back, because, they have to bring in that charagma. And that charagma is going to run off a digital system. So we see all these things come into play. They passing different legislations, things like that. And all these things are going on behind the scenes. They inching closer and closer to war, eventually to the third woe that's spoken of in the Bible. We see that, it's oftentimes spoken of in the forefront. Whether it's the Ukraine war or the war that's over in our homeland, so all these things are coming into play. And then, and you have to pay particular attention too, because the Lord said in these end times, man, that it's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. A lot of different earthquakes is going to be going on. And you look now, they don't really focus in on it. But if you pull up an earthquake map on your phone, you can see where there's multiple earthquakes is going on all the time, all over the globe right now. And one of the places you can check up on is Switzerland, which I think most of that place is sitting up on Iceland, Slovakia, Iceland. And majority of that place is sitting up on a volcanic mountain. I think it's starting to split, and it's almost getting to a point that they're about to evacuate the people, so they say. And a lot of other earthquakes and volcanoes have been showing activity here recently. But yeah, we're talking about the family of the word, man. If they shut this internet down, and like I said, they're looking for any excuse. They're trying to say now some type of thing in space, like a meteor or electrical storm is going to shut the internet down. So they're warning the people. Then they're always threatening with it's going to be some type of cyber attack that's going to shut it down. So, just be prepared, they're going to shut it down themselves, but they're going to blame it on some other type of event. And that gives them the reason to come in and they create the problem. They bring in their solution. And their solution is going to be more draconian laws, man. It's going to be the harsh laws they're going to implement on the people. Mainly going after you, Jace, man, and trying to silence this word that's going out. But the Lord said, He allowed them to do it when that time do come. Because the Lord said it's going to be a famine of the word. He's going to shut the mouths of the prophets, man, during that time. And so once He shut the mouths of the prophets, man, we know we almost home, man. We know that our redemption draweth nigh. That means the Lord's going to come in and do what He has to do, So we look forward to it. So we hasten the day of the Lord, man. That's why we cry out continually. We do the works of the Lord, what He required and asked us to do, whatever that may be. And if you're the women of this thing, all He asks you just remain silent, Let the men do the work, stay out the way. And that's not a hard task to do. But then again, if you think about it, it is a hard task to do for our women in a society where they've been raised to ask Eve to shut the hell up and stay out of the way of the men of Israel, man, and let them do their work. That's the hardest thing in the world for most of our women to do, is keep their mouth shut, And like I said, I'm not talking to all women, but just those 2/3 of our women, man, that's going to be destroyed. Now, the chosen women of Israel, the elect women of Israel, that's going to be saved during that time, it's not to you. We appreciate what you do, staying in the background and not being all over the comment boards, voicing your opinion and trying to correct brothers that's in this truth, man. So hat goes off to you, man. Salute. But we in those times, Hey, you see I'm back out here trying to walk again. Been dealing with some health issues. And body's been kind of shutting down. Like I said, I've been working on my diet. And we battle against the flesh every day, And my body's been so corrupted for so long. You try to stay away from certain foods and things that that causes you harm. That's going to affect your body, because damn near everything here in Babylon the Great is corrupted, That's talking about from the food, the water, even the clothing, even the basic hygiene items that you use, So you try to do what you can, Lord will, and make whatever changes necessary in your body and your life that's going to help you preserve this body that we have, man, that we were given. And I could tell when I eat certain foods, I definitely, stay away from those abominable foods we're not supposed to eat. I'm just talking about regular food in general. If you go out here and like you eat a hamburger, some fries, really need to stay away from that shit. But anything, you got to be mindful of what we put in our bodies, man. You got to start paying attention to the ingredients. And I notice if I eat certain items, man, my body responds to it right away, Wake up the next day, my body's on shutdown mode. And like I said, I've always been an athletic person, pretty much all my life, man. I always try to get out and run, play basketball, hoop, training different things, weightlifting, swimming. And just to get to this point in your life, man, where, and I kind of try to watch my diet, but then again, a lot of times we indulge and we give in to things that we shouldn't be eating. Certain fast foods, which I really do detest fast food, but a lot of times, especially if you don't have a significant partner there to prepare meals for you. You know, you tend to neglect those things, and we be out on the run, and then we eat shit that we shouldn't be eating. You know, but Lord will, you know, we're able to endure those temptations, man, that our bodies have been accustomed to, damn near addicted to, you know. I'm not saying I'm the worst, I have the worst diet in the world, but it could be a whole lot more better too. And that's one of the things, Lord will, I'm able to better prepare my meals, that I can put better food in my body to restore it, you know, to keep the inflammation down. A lot of diseases that we all deal with is 9 times out of 10 is dealing with inflammation from the foods that we eat and put into our body. The mucus, you know, that builds up in our body, that becomes poisonous to our system. But you know, this is what we go through in this hell, man. And this food desert that we live in, because it's really a food desert. No such thing as real good food here, you know. Everything is depleted. And if you want to buy something that's non-GMO, if you want to try to get something that's farm raised, whole food type of foods, you know, you're going to pay. You know, you're going to pay extra money for it. And that's if that's in your area, you know. Me, I don't have a whole food place in my area, because I moved to a very rural area. But so you're just trying to get it when you can get it, you know. But Lord will soon, man, soon come. When that famine of the word come, then when that famine of food come, because you know the Lord says it's going to be a famine also of food and water, you know. These things that we have easy access to, that shit's going to dry up. They're already talking about how the trucking industry is slowing down, and our goods and services, things that goes out, which this place is totally dependent on, is drying up. How is that going to affect these communities, man? I'm trying to get my walk in, but you see it's getting dark on me early. I'm not gonna be too much long anyhow. I just do what my body allows me to do. So I know I won't be able to get no more than about 20 minutes. Lord will. But we have to be mindful of the times, man. Mindful of the time that we're in. We're in some deadly serious times. You know, a lot of things are coming into play. A lot of these prophecies, man, are being fulfilled, man. Like the brother was saying earlier, I was watching this video on Kingdom Minded. I think it was his. It might have been GMS Kansas City, but we have to be very circumspect during these times, man. We got to keep our head on the swivel, pay attention to things that's going on around us. You know, because before you know it, they'd be to shut this shit down overnight, you know. And more likely they're gonna do it, try to catch people off guard. And once they do, a lot of J's gonna panic, man, and they're gonna respond the way the devil intended for them to respond, man. And it's gonna be a trap. Basically, it's just gonna be a trap, man. And a lot of you Jakes gonna get trapped right into it. And that's even men of this faith, man. That men that know that they're Israelites, they're gonna get caught off guard because they're not spiritually prepared. And Lord will, you know, that I'm able to endure and spiritually prepared during that time, man. Because our faith is how we prep, man. We have purpose in the faith, man. In the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. I was watching, might have been on Facebook, where somebody posed a question, no, it might have been YouTube. I guess it's a group of Israelites trying to gather themselves and move to, it might have been Africa or some foreign country. And, they're trying to escape the plagues, that's coming. And a lot of Jakes feel that they're supposed to save themselves, man. They kind of got this notion or this thing in their mind where they're thinking of their own understanding that they're supposed to gather themselves up and deliver their own selves up out of here. That's not what the Lord said, man. He said, hold fast where you at, separate yourselves, and they get it confused where the Bible tells you to separate yourself from it might have been Egypt. I can't, I might have it wrong, Salakia, if I do. But separate yourself from Egypt, or Babylon. And how do you separate yourself? You spiritually separate yourself, man. We are spiritual people. We're not carnal, man. It's not a carnal thing for us. It's not like in the time of Egypt when they sent in the prophet Moses to gather the people and take them to the promised land. It's totally different this time. This time, our deliverance, man, is going to be something like never before. The Lord is going to bring down these chariots, man, into our realm and going to gather us up that way, man. So we're supposed to hold fast in this truth and wait on the Lord, man. Wait on Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah to gather us up. That's going to be our salvation, not of our own doing. We're responsible for our own salvation through the work and through this truth that we do. Honoring our Father, man. But we're not supposed to physically gather our shit up and get the hell up out of here. Because you go into these other countries, they still not your home, man. Them Hamites don't want you Jakes over there. No, you can't go back to our homeland. You can't go down to the South Americas, man. Those people really don't want you there. You're still like a third-class citizen there, And even though we do have our own nations down there, but those nations of our people of the Northern Kingdom, man, they don't run that shit. That shit's all run by Esau Edom. Haiti, that's so destabilized because, the only thing they want in there is a puppet government, man. So no matter where you Jakes go, man, you still going to be, have these curses on you till the Lord comes back, man, and deliver us up. Man, I'm out here lumbering, man. Goddamn. Breathing hard. Just a little ass walk, man. It's not because I'm really physically out of shape. It's just that my body's been shutting down as far as the pain and things that I'm having to endure. It's become it's like you got a big ass weight on your back, man. That's why we look forward to these new bodies, man, when the Lord comes back, that he promises, man. We're going to get new bodies, man. We're going to get uncorruptible bodies, man. We're going to have a new heart. We're never going to sin again. And like the Bible tells you, man, sin is death. And that's what kills us right now, man. It's all a sin that we've done, things that we've been through, man, that we're doing. Not to mention being in this society. But sin is death, man. We're going to be incorruptible. We're going to have a new heart, man. We're not going to be able to sin again. So we look forward to that. pretty much winding this thing down. I just want to get a little bit of a walk in, Lord will. And the weather's beautiful this time of year, so really no excuse weather-wise. You know, it's been overcast for the past few days and a very light rain, but man, it's blessed weather, man. So that being said, all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah. Okay, say shalom.